Hi, I'm Debbie, and welcome to Divine Destiny with Debbie. Today we're reading for Cancer season. Now this will be for all the individual signs, but in the beginning, this introduction will be a general overview of Cancer season. Now Cancer season will be from June 20th to July 22nd when Leo season begins. Now, you know that when I am doing the longer readings, which I kind of look at as more the chapters, I use a bunch of cards, a bunch of decks. I use my Radley Valentine Angel Tarot cards, kind of gives me the main message. I then go to my John Holland Psychic Tarot and Oracle cards for some clarification. We then go to my Osha Zen Tarot cards, words of advice. I'm kind of getting to the finishing with my Radley Valentine Archangel Power Tarot cards. I also will be pulling just one, because I've been liking these cards a little bit more so, my Radley Valentine Guardian Angel cards. Now, I will finish then with my Emily Anderson Crystal deck. Yes, I have prayed, meditated, and infused all the decks with Reiki energy. But remember, this is a general reading. It may or may not resonate. Take what you like, leave the rest, okay? Okay. Now, I'm an intuitive channeler. I open myself to higher power. My job, just deliver the message, and that's what I try to do. Remember the button. Please like, share, subscribe, because it does help. And thank you so much for all of your support. I really do appreciate it. Now, let's do a little bit of the introduction where I want to go over some of the things happening in Cancer season. Now, I'm also going to pull randomly a card from my Waite Rider traditional tarot. Okay, so like I said, June 20th, Cancer season begins. It's also the summer solstice. Cancer is a water sign. It will actually begin at 11:32 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. There's going to be a lot of truth in life during Cancer season. There will be some high emotions. There will be some rather deeper emotions too. But this is about Cancer. Cancer season wants to know the truth. But Cancer season also wants to know the quality. There's quality in truth, okay? So if you're giving half-truths, Cancer season will not accept that. I will say that that probably will affect a lot of the air signs too, because if you're not given the whole truth, if you're lying through a mission, air signs will not like that at all. They will not, and they'll catch you on that, okay? But all of the signs it will kind of rub you raw, any kind of lies through a mission. So this is going to be one of those times that, there's got to be some quality. There's got to be quality in the truth. So let's pull a couple of cards for here and see what we might have as an overview for my Cancers. Not for my Cancers, for my Cancer season. Here we go. Put you over there. First card will be Wheel of Fortune. Things are moving on. Things have to change. So this is a 10 transition, but it's meant to be. There is some changes happening. Again, there's going to be, I talk about Saturn with Aquarius, but this has more depth to this. This has more strength to this. And this is part of that karmic type of energy. It's like karma cannot be denied. Karma cannot be denied. Next card there is the Seven of Pentacles. Pentacles is earth energy, Taurus, Capricorn, and also our Virgo. This is about, 7 is that divine number for me too. It's a divine umbrella. This is about rewards. This is about a lot of the work that has been happening. You should start seeing some rewards for your efforts, for the things, for what you have put in. If you have put in a lot of energy, a lot of positive energy, you should start seeing a lot of positive rewards returned. Now, next card is the King of Wands. Now, Wands is our fire energy, Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries. There's a lot of Leo energy going on in Cancer. And with the Leo energy, there's going to be some surprises going on. Now, the King underlying is air energy, thought processes, thinking things through. So there could be some surprises coming during this time. And it's something that needs to happen. It's something that will happen. but it's seeing also, the King of Wands is also seeing more of the future. So that does go along with a lot of what this is. Things have to happen. The King of Wands is waiting and watching and hoping and making things happen also. Okay, so now I talked about that this will be the summer solstice in the northern hemisphere. That's the longest day of the year, meaning the longest day that we have light and sunshine. It is the shortest day in the southern hemisphere. It's the, it's when there's more dark than there is light. So that's one thing going on. Okay, so on the 20th of June also, and this is at 11:05 a.m., Jupiter will go retrograde. It is still in Pisces. During this time, and Pisces is a water sign, and I think this kind of fits with what we're having here. I kind of get these, just my own impressions, what I was also reading. I do go to other sites to kind of see, what's happening. But my feelings were that it was going to be warm, cozy. It's kind of rose-colored glass time. Now, with this retrograde, there should also be a sense of relief and release. But it's also the start. The start of this will also bring about what's called a honeymoon phase. Now, the 21st of June, Venus in Cancer trines with Neptune, which is also a water sign. There's going to be truth coming out, especially about love. Now, if it's a true love, it will work out really. It will actually bring out that positive truth. If it is not, again, lies will not be tolerated, even if they're through a mission. Now, the 22nd of June, Mercury goes direct in Gemini. However, don't get too excited, because what happens is it will take about 14 days before it leaves what's called the retrograde shade. So there's still a little bit of that karma going. The closer you are to the 22nd, as we go out, and it leaves that around the July 7th. The closer it gets to, July 7th, the weaker that karmic cycle is. Anyway, the 24th of June is a full moon, and it will be in Capricorn. Now, that will be at 2:39 p.m., again, Eastern Standard Time. All the things that I'm gathering, my thoughts are, this is where we pull up our big kid pants. We need to be real to ourselves. We need to be honest to ourselves and to others. There's going to be a lot of balance, and remember, this will go from, this goes through that cycle. There needs to be some balancing between home and life. Oh, I pulled the wrong cards. And let's see, and again, the words, be true to thine own self, comes up. Okay, now let's go on. Let's see what happens. Let's pull some cards for the full moon in Jupiter. Not in Jupiter, I'm sorry, in Capricorn. Here we go. Put these again. There. First card. Okay, so this is reversed. We have a 1, new beginnings, new start. The Magician. The Magician is about making things happen. So remember, this is the time that the full moon is when I tell you it's a good time to release, relinquish, and request. Now, when the new moon is going to the full moon, that's when it's getting bigger. They call that the waxing moon. That's the time to request. When the moon is getting smaller and it's going, it's called the waning moon. And that's when you release. Around the full moon, and I would say, basically go like 3 days before, day of, and 3 days after is a good time to release, relinquish, and request. Release what's holding you back, relinquish what you don't need, but to also request. So the Magician is basically saying you can make things happen around this full moon. Remember, Capricorn is an earth sign, so it's more tangible energy. Anyway, next card is here, the Page of Cups. Now, the Page of Cups has that mixture between the water sign of Cups and the Page's underlying energy of Earth. So there is that mixture going on, and that's exactly what we have here. But it's kind of whimsical at the same time. It's kind of like, expect maybe a little bit of the unexpected. I know that goes with Uranus and Taurus all the time. But, it's kind of a expect. And if you want to expect something negative, put it out, comes back. If you want to expect positive, put it out. Now, your next card here is, we've got actually 4 cards. Next card is Ace of Wands, your air energy that we've talked about. I'm sorry, Wand is your fire energy, passionate. Aces is a new beginning, 1. So we have a couple of 1s here. So it could be a really wild start. It could be something that, you really want to go after too. So there's really positive energy around this full moon. Next card is the Page of Pentacles. So we have 2 1s and we have 2 pages. Pentacles is our earth energy. This is about new jobs, new beginnings, new ways to make money. Okay, now, a couple of things else we have going on here. On June 25th, Neptune goes retrograde, and that's also going to be in Pisces. Now we have the 27th of June. Venus enters Leo. There's going to be a lot of energy around love. So this is going to be, if you're going to fall in love, it's going to be big and generous. If you're going to break up, it's going to be big and generous, okay? So it's not going to necessarily be something that's going to, it's not going to be moderate. There's going to be a lot of things happening. It's going to, you meet somebody, or any of the relationships that I talk about, your work, job, career, personal, intimate, interpersonal, family, or home, something's going to start. It's going to be big. It's going to be really, oh, this is great. If it's, like I said, if it's being pulled apart, it's going to be big also. It's not something, this Leo and Venus, and also to remember, this is when it's starting. So this is going to go on until it goes into Cancer. I think it goes into Cancer. No, I'm sorry, it goes into Virgo on the 21st of July. So this will be going on for a little bit of time. It's going to be big. And like I said, if it's positive, it's going to feel great. If it's not positive, not so great. Anyway, now this I did take from another site, and I will post that site because I did like a lot of the things that they talked about with Cancer. But I want to make sure that, this is something from another site. This one, they were saying, and I'm going to say this is going to be more from June 30th to maybe July 10th. High risk of unexpected shocks and surprises. I'll post this in the community page, their link. And I've posted their site before, but not for a long time. So basically, the first of July, we have Mars, which is in Leo, opposing Saturn, which is retrograde in Aquarius. On the 4th of July, we have Mars again, squares with Uranus and Taurus. And Leos know what that means. That's always Uranus and Taurus. Expect that unexpected. We have Cancer on the 5th, sextiles with Uranus and Taurus. We have Leo on the 7th, opposing Saturn, which is in Aquarius. And on the 8th, we have Venus squaring with Uranus. So there's a lot of there's going to be a lot of weird type of energy. Leo is about, Leo has heart. Leo has very strong commitments. Now, I'm not, Leo wants, Leo is very straightforward in many ways, So there's a lot of things that might be happening around that time. On July 9th, we have our new moon in Cancer. My feeling on that when I was, putting this together, and like I said, I pray and meditate, the message was the pressure brings the diamond. So how they have a, like the piece of coal or charcoal or whatever, the pressure brings the diamond. So new moons are the start of a new cycle where it is about, again, requesting. Let's see, we're just going to pull one card here for the new moon and see what that might say. Okay, well, I don't know. Do you want to, yeah, we're going to take you out. Okay, no, this is the card. Here we go. The Hermit. Okay, so the Hermit is a 9. 9 has a completion to it, but the Hermit is also saying maybe it's time to back away a little bit. Maybe it's time to step away a little bit. Make sure you connect with your higher power, your guardian angel, spirit guide, voice of the universe, your divine, also to, the source. Also, it's a good time for you to do a lot of reflection. Okay, so we're just going to go with that for the new moon. Mercury on the 11th enters Cancer. Serious talks, discussions about heart, home. But again, this is about seeing the truth. It may be an extremely emotional time, but it's about seeing the truth. And, and again, during Cancer, it's, don't lie through, especially with omission. Okay, meaning, well, maybe it wasn't a real lie, but I just didn't tell you the truth. Okay. So then on the 21st, Venus enters Virgo. That is going to be a nicer, it's a little calmer. It's more, Virgo being the earth energy, it's going to be more grounded energy. Just be a little careful about smugness. That just popped for me. On the 22nd, the sun enters Leo at 10:27 a.m. Eastern Time. And I did put this here because the 23rd, there will be the full moon in Aquarius at 10:36 p.m. Eastern Time. So again, we have that, that change signs, the changing energies plus that full moon energy. So, whew. So just kind of wanted to let you know what I was feeling a little bit about this. I will add this to the front, and of course, anyone that cross watches, I will put the time that this is over also in the link. Okay? So now, remember the like, share, subscribe, but now let's start with our readings. Hello, my Scorpios, and welcome to Cancer season. Yes, it is a water energy. You are water energy, so you should feel things quite deeply this time around. So let's see what we have. Oh, card always flying. Let's see what we have for my Scorpios. Hold on one second. I think if it's going to fly, it should fly closer. But let's go on. Here we are. Okay, sure. We'll take you out too. Okay, 3 cards. Last one is reversed. Let's see what we have for my Scorpios. Let's adjust that a touch. There we go. Here we are. First card, the 10 of Fire. 10 of Fire. Now, 10s have transitional energy. It's also 1, which is New Start, and 0, which is God, Universal Source energy too. Now, fire is our Leo, Sagittarius. It's also our Aries. There's a lot of Leo energy through Cancer season. So be prepared for this, for something to light your fire. Okay? I had to say that. Now, this is about being an extremely busy time for you. There's going to be so much that you might even feel you might feel overwhelmed with all the people coming, all the projects. This is going to be busy, busy, busy. You're going to need to ask for some help with this time. Don't hold it all in because it's too much for your shoulders. Now, if you're extremely busy at work and, you're not necessarily as busy at home, then ask for somebody to help you with the home chores. If it's vice versa, ask somebody to help you with the work. But again, I did talk about something about a work-life balance, that this is going to be something that you're going to have to work to manage a little bit better. Okay? Just putting it out there for you. Anyway, too much work, accept help from others. Life is out of balance, stress-related health concerns. So watch, again, watch that it doesn't become too much for you. Next card, the Knight of Earth. So this does sound like it's something to do with your job or with how you make your money. Now, Knight's underlying energy is fire. We've talked about that. Now, Earth energy, though, is our Virgo, our Capricorn, our Taurus. It has to do with your money, your job, how you create your money. Also, it could be about your home. But it's kind of like all those projects that maybe you've put off, all that, all those deadlines that you haven't necessarily, that have been cut, that you haven't really worked ahead for. This is about getting things done. Okay? This is about going after and getting things done. You need to focus yourself a little bit more on whatever it is. This does feel like it's your work or your money situation. You need to focus things a little bit more, and you need to get it done. You need to get it done. So Cancer season will actually be a busy season for you. It will be, one that you need to, make sure that you're taking care of yourself, because you're going to need some high energy. And you're going to need to, really stay focused on what is important and what needs to get done. Anyway, loyal, dedicated, honorable, kind. Time to buckle down and get things done. Honor your commitments. A guardian angel. Your next card reversed, the Queen of Air. Now, the Queen's underlying energy is your energy, water energy, fluid, emotional, very caring. But the air energy is our are Gemini. It is, which Mercury's still in Gemini right now, but for a little bit of time. It's also our Libra. It's also our Aquarius. It's thinking things through. So you're going to have to look at things bigger, okay? And you're going to have to look at things not as emotionally. So, be a little bit more objective. Part of the things that I think has been going on is you've been a little bit too emotional. And because of that, and this is one thing that I sometimes have to bring up for my Scorpios. When you find yourself in a hole, stop digging. And that's where the Queen of Air is. Kind of take a moment, get up, take a breath, look at things, calm yourself down, try to get the emotion, move the emotion away. Look at things more objectively. It will really, really help you, especially with this Knight of Earth. So part of that could also be about, if this is about work projects, things like that. It could also be about prioritizing. It could be saying, okay, sometimes it's like, let's get the easy things done. Sometimes it could be, let's get the hard things done. So make some lists, okay? But this is about prioritizing and being a little more objective, okay? I'm kind of getting my way or the highway, and I'm going to say I feel like that's more of an emotional response. So, independent, experienced, realistic, witty. Objective decision making, clearing away all that no longer serves you, seeing the humor in a situation. Well, let's go to John Holland now and see if we can get some clarification on this. So it just feels busy. It feels busy. It feels like, you really need to know what your focus is. You need to know what you're going after. There's also some protective energy around here because I feel like the emotional energy takes you off of your game, okay? So, you might feel really deeply about some subjects, but I think that you don't. But it muddies your water a little bit. It muddies your water. And between, that is one thing that in the beginning when I have the, the 30th through the 10th, there could be just some high stressors at that time too. So be objective, look at things, try to be very, again, with Cancer, because, the Cancer energy, try to be honest with yourself. Okay, next card. I don't know if these are reversed or not. You can't quite tell. Here we are. First card. Okay, so now we have a 21. Twos have some decision. One's new beginnings. This is universal energy. Again, this is saying reach out to, higher power, your guardian angel, your spirit guide, your voice of the universe, the source, whoever that is for you. There is still some karmic energy going around, so reach out, keep yourself positive. Make sure that what you're putting out is positive and what you're receiving is positive. You had two cards here that talk about your guardian angel, and this one did not say anything about angels. So you have, you had the one, guardian angels, reach out, universe. Now, there is also, the universe is also saying that, you are being watched over and you are being protected also through this time. Okay, next card. Now that's reversed, so here we have that 2 energy again. Okay, so here's a 1, 0, there's a 1, we have the 2, some choices, some decisions, mental conflict. This is where I was talking about my way or the highway. My Scorpios, that's not going to serve you. That's not going to serve you well. Let me just give you fair warning on that. It's not going to serve you, especially if you draw that line in the sand. Be a little more objective. Look at things even if they're not necessarily what you wanted. Okay, next card. So you have some 2s again. So 2, 2, 2. Definitely look those up. What I mean is take 2, 2, 2, put it, 2, 2, 2, angel numbers, put it in a search engine, see what you get there. But there is movement, choices, and decisions. But again, a lot of this is in your own hands, but the universe is watching out for you also. So this could be an extremely intense season for you. It's going to be a busy season for you. You've got to get things done. Again, step back, look at things a little more objectively, watch the emotions, okay? Watch the emotions. There's a lot of choices. I mean, you can choose whichever way you want. This is, we have free will, free choice here. Again, I kind of go with that Queen of Air, try to be a little more objective. I feel like you're seeing things, it's colored too much with emotion, okay? Again, and because there's things you have to get done. It's like you have to get this done. Okay, let's go on. And we're going to go with Osha Zen Tarot for any words of advice. There we go. Let's see. Gave it a good shuffle. 1, 2, and 3. Okay. Experiencing. So now we have a 3. Okay. So part of this is not necessarily, this is kind of good advice. Well, this is good advice. This is saying, be in the moment. Stop letting your mind run to here, run to there, run to the past, run to the future. What if, what if, what if? Be in the moment. Okay? Otherwise you can, your mind can take you into so many worries and so many places. Be in the moment. Deal with what you're dealing with now. Okay. Nothingness. So we have a 3, we have a 5. The choices are yours. You have the choices. I know that 5 has change, okay? Positive, negative, neutral. Good, it's a little bit stresses. But this is a unique card to this deck. Nothingness means you have the choices, okay? While the universe might be watching over you and you've got those 2 energies, meaning choices, which pathway, it's yours to decide. Next one. Letting go. So we have an 8. Letting go. Generally what that means is, letting it go to the source, letting it go, so you can move forward. There's a lot of times for my Scorpios that, you do move forward, but a lot of times you're pulling that past. Now's the time to let go. Let go, move forward. Okay. Yours is going to actually be one of those that this is going to be one of those moments in time where you're going to look back and you're going to kind of say, my decisions, did I look at them rationally? My choices, did I look at it rationally, or was I too emotional with this? So I don't know, but the nothingness is, again, it's your choice. These are your choices. You have total free will over this. Except, like I said, the 10, the night, very busy time. Here we go. Lots of those 2s too. So let's see what we have here. And remember, 8s have unlimited possibilities. So it's one of those times that it's kind of like, oh no, I want to do 3 cards. It's like with the 8s, it's like letting go opens up more for you than holding on. Okay, let's go on. These 2 are reversed. Here we are. The Queen of Raphael. So I told you the Queen's underlying energy is water. Raphael is also water. Your energy, Pisces, Cancer, fluid, emotional. This is where it's a deeply personal, deeply emotional commitment. So again, the Queen of Air is saying, don't stay in the emotions. Look at things a little bit more objectively, okay? So whatever this is, whatever these changes are happening, whatever's keeping you so busy, whatever your choices are, it's very, very emotional to you. It's very close to your heart. Again, the Queen of Air is saying, we got that. I understand that. You need to, you need to rise above it and look at it from a different level, a different angle. Now this will tell you to follow your heart. A love of home and family, trustworthy psychic information. Your next card is the Page of Raphael. So it's kind of the Page of Raphael is dreaming. Now the Page's underlying energy is Earth, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, solid, and we have that Capricorn full moon. So there is some, Page of Raphael brings you hope, brings you things can happen, brings you life can happen. I do feel it goes along with your choices, and I do feel it goes along with your letting go. Now I also feel too with the Queen of Raphael, even though I do think that there's a strong connection, I do feel, especially when Leo goes into, or when Leo or Venus is in Leo, I do feel that there could be one of those really, really strong yeah, you know, I don't like to go down that road. There could be one of those really strong emotional love matches here too. Okay, just saying. Or it could be something to do with the relationships I talk about, your job, your career, your work, your intimate, personal, interpersonal, or your family or your home. But there could be something, especially around that time when Venus is in Leo, that there could be some deeply felt commitments here too. Now, gentle, loving, dreamy, open-hearted. A new emotional situation. Messages regarding relationships or social invitations. Great intuitive insights. And your last card with this deck here, change your life. Change your life. So now, I want to kind of just take a look to see. 16. 16, we have the 1. 6 is what you can do. This is something that you have the ability to do. This is something that you can actually make happen. Okay? Change your life is Archangel Chamuel. A sudden revelation that offers freedom. Break free of procrastination, which is kind of a little bit things up here and makes you a little bit, you know, kind of overwhelms you a little bit. But embrace the opportunities that change brings. Interesting stuff. Now let's go on and see. Whoa. So, I mean, there is opportunity here, but again, it goes down to your choices. Those 2s kind of jump to me a little bit. Again, I'm going to have you kind of take a step back, be a little more objective, but there is a lot of this emotional energy around you. So, it's kind of like you've got a, and I think that this could come around more with the new moon. It's kind of like your full moon to the new moon is you kind of getting caught up, kind of looking at things a little clearer, looking at things, not, you know, looking at things a little more, I don't know, maybe there's a little more realistic energy to it. I do know that when Pisces, you know, when I talk about rose-colored glasses, you know, there is that little bit of a, oh, things can work out the way I want them to do. So there, I mean, so it's kind of like a little bit of a standoff between those 2. But then I kind of feel that with the new moon to the full moon, which will be right after Leo, that a lot of this could happen. Okay, so let's pull one card out and see. This is reversed. Guardian of Thought. You may be called upon to be a spokesperson for a cause close to your heart. Your angels will give you the perfect words and you'll do brilliantly. You may be asked to be a mentor or find one yourself. This situation involves someone who's professional with a positive attitude and fresh ideas. This person, who could be you, may be emotionally unavailable. Again, this is more about emotion and separating those emotions, but I do like this, this could be definitely be a spokesperson for your work, for the, for your, what you need to get done. It does look like, your work will play a strong piece of Cancer season, but there's a lot of emotional undertones with it also. So choices. Now, let's go on. And at the same time, this does feel a little bit like the new moon to the full moon. Let's see what we have here, my Scorpios. Okay. What crystal or energy would be helpful for my Scorpios? Pyrite. Good change of fortune. Success. Renewed focus. I think that's kind of what I'm talking about with the Queen of Air. Leadership. I mean, this could take you places. This could take you places. I do feel that the emotional piece holds you back. And, so kind of be aware of it, and then if you're aware of it, you can actually work with it to bring that into more of a passion for what you're doing. Okay? Okay. Okay, let's let that go now. So, my Scorpios, an interesting month for you. Very, very interesting. It'll go good. It'll go good. Decisions. Anyway, remember the button, like, share, subscribe. It does help. Most importantly, my Scorpios, know that you are loved. Stay shining and be blessed. Bye-bye.